Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. Today's battle's on the Overlord map, otherwise known as the D-Day map. And we've got Lionballs and Fury. Now they've just moved over to 1AR clan, and Fury's has taken over as the commander from Stewie JP, so big shout out to those guys and best of luck. Now they're both in Tiger 1s. This is the tier 7 German heavy tank. It's one of the original heavy tanks in the game, and it's one of the reasons I started playing this game back when it was a beta product. You always wanted to play the Tiger 1 because it, had that concept that it was invincible. Now, I guess because this is a Russian developed game, it's not really the best heavy tank in the game, but it is pretty good. It got buffed a couple of years ago, and I guess the main impact of that was to increase the DPM, so it's a pretty good, really reasonably well balanced tank now. Reasonable armour, not quite perfect, but quite as good as the T29 he's facing there. It's actually Alex Kidd, who we see a bit in the round. Alex is just going through some cancer treatment at the moment, so we hope that's all going to turn out well, and best of luck Alex with that. We'll see how that turns out, but yeah, we all want you to succeed in your recovery there. In any case, he's also facing heavy tank number 6. Now that is the Japanese Tiger 1. Historically there was one Tiger 1 sent to Japan, so they modelled it after that, but it's in the game it's one tier lower, so it's a tier 6 tank, and I think it's got the 75mm gun, but similar characteristics to the Tiger 1 otherwise. Certainly the same shape and armour layout, so it's pretty reasonable as a tier 6, but it doesn't quite stand up to tier 7 battles the way you think it might. In any case, Alex is now backed off so that he's gone hull down, so really just not presenting a penetrable target, so Lionballs decides not to push out too far. If he gets the chance, he'll come in and try and get another shot. His team is now getting in a bit of a hole. Actually that's just come back again, so they were 2 tanks down, that's come back to 1, but they are some. In fact, now hit points is back to normal. This is early in the game, so it shouldn't be too much of a drama. Yeah, I think he's just going for the underneath of the turret there. Yep, and he manages to get the pen, but he pays the price of getting a smack in the face from the T29. And Fury comes in to give a hand. And Fury's starting to lose some hit points now from behind. That's a E25 behind on the hill, pumping shots into Fury, so that's no good. Lionballs tries to get a shot in, but Fury has to turn back and change his armour to face the E25. T34-1 doesn't seem to be too happy about being left on the flank by himself, and shows his displeasure by trying to shoot Lionballs, but luckily there's no team damage in the game. Alright, so he's just changed tack here. Doesn't want to face the T29 directly, but got some other tanks here, a KV-85 and a Struve 74. Tries to get a shot on the KV-85 there, just misses there. And here's the heavy tank number 6 has appeared again. So going for the commander's hatch, pretty narrow commander's hatch on the Tiger 1. If they sit still you can get it, but doing these snapshots you may not be so successful. Now you see a few shots like this being put towards these tanks and missing. You've got to have a bit of confidence in your abilities to land these shots and just take them if you think you've got a chance that your gun's coming to bear to do that. But here we go, you've got to take a hit from the Struve, and he managed to track him and hold him in place. Unfortunately no one was able to take advantage of that, but he did get a return shot in again. And here we go, gets the kill shot on the heavy tank number 6, switches to premium rounds to affect that. Just looking to see whether these other tanks are going to come back and try and go for him. This is the KV-85, here comes the Struve, so he needs to deal with him first. Again, just not getting his gun down, but he managed to penetrate through the face of the Struve there. And here comes the KV-85. Couldn't get his gun to bear, not enough gun depression, so he had to expose more of his tank than he needed to, and he paid the price for that. and he backs off. When he comes to strip again, he should get him this time, and he does. Yeah, the team is still down in numbers there. They're still gone back to 2 tanks down, and they're now a reasonable number of hit points down. So Lionballs just checking out what's going on there. Fury's called out to get some fire in at Snibbo, and yeah, I've been in clans before with Snibbo. He is an excellent player, so I'm not surprised you'd want to try and deal with him. T-78 spotted behind him, but he has got the cover of the dead heavy tank number 6, and now he's got the side of Alex the Kid in the T-29. He gets one shot in, and he should get the next one in. Is he going to get a hit before? Yes, he does. But he gets the kill shot there, takes out a pretty dangerous player. Alex is actually a pretty handy player, and we've seen some good things from him before. But here we go, T-78 finally lands a shot on Lionballs, and he manages to get him again, and now he's not showing enough of his tank to be too concerned, and should be able to get rid of the T-78 here. So that makes his 5th kill. So now things are getting back to even, and he's got the Leo there from Snibbo. That shot didn't land, but he should be able to get another shot in. Snibbo looks like he's facing towards Lionball, so that's good. Just getting side shots in. And he'll get another shot here. Snibbo not reacting yet to the damage coming in from his side, and he's turning his gun, but will he get a shot? No, he must have been on the reload, and he gets down. So that's 6 kills here to Lionballs. That's his top gun. And now Crusader just waltzes across the field, and he gets taken out of the game. So now they do have a lead. It's the first time in the game that they've had a significant lead, but they're still down on hit points. But there's a T-29. I noticed Wasman there from one of our clan. T-29, but he's only on 91 hit points or so. But he manages to get rid of the Caro P88 that he was facing off against. And there's an AMX 1375 doing some damage, and that's evened it out again. So now they're back in a hit point hole. They've got guns equivalent, but probably not enough hit points to play with here. Bit of battle going on in chat there. Alright, so he's looking for Wasman to try and get him out, but he's found another target, which is the IS-2. So he lines him up, gets a shot in there. He's been spotted, and the IS-2 facing him. I don't think he's going to survive this shot. Actually, he might get another one in, but the IS-2, if he lands, he'll kill him, which he does, and that takes him out of the game. So that is a bit unfortunate, and now there's only one tank left on their side, which is the KV-1S, who's gone right down the back of the field. And he's looks like he's hunting that 1375, but I don't think this is going to turn out well. He takes out the 1375, and the 1375 takes him out at the same time, so that is the end of the game. Over 5k of damage there to Lionballs. So let's go and have a look at the detail. Okay, well, unfortunately a defeat, but some good results here. 5.3k of damage and 6 kills, which gave him the high caliber award for the most damage, and of course the Top Gun award, and the Ace Tanker Mastery badge. So let's see how he compared to the team. Alright, so just remember he's on the losing side, but 1157 base experience in a losing team, that's pretty massive result there. Next best player there was the Caro Dassault player, who got 2k, which is good, and Fury unfortunately got a bit whacked there, so he got 800 damage there. But Wasman finished well on top there on the other side, 1262 base, which may have got him pretty close, but T29 not really sure. And Alex there also came really close there with 2600, so they were probably the 2 standout players on that side as well. So congratulations to those two. And let's see, 33 shots fired, sort of indicator of the output of the Tiger 1. 24 hits out of that and 22 pens. That gave him his damage total. And here we go. So how do you get an ace tank out of this? Well, it's called courageous resistance. So if you're the best player on the losing side, and there might be like a threshold that you've got to get this, but that gives you some additional credits, of course. That's the achievement amount there, and that helped him make an actual profit. So ended up 15k profit, that spending a fair bit on premium ammo and that part. But here's the kicker. So 625 of experience, which gets added to your base. So 1157 plus 625, that is 1770, 780. So think of that as 1780 base experience, really, to give you the equivalent of what you would be on a winning side. So that is a really good level of experience, and he got some additional there for being in a platoon. So really worth playing in platoons. If you hadn't noticed that, you get some additional rewards there. So great game there from Lionballs. Looks like he hasn't marked this tank yet, so I'd say he's well on his way to getting his first mark with results like that. He's a great player, particularly loves the German tanks from what I've seen. So hopefully we'll see more of that. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing that. We'll have more great content like this to follow. And thanks very much for watching.